I'm back out. I'm back out. That's not to pinch anybody's or anybody else's catchphrase. Look at it! Look at it! Oh, happy as. Right, so now you've probably seen where I am or where I'm going. I managed to get out on a Friday night. Hang on, that's better. Yeah, I managed to get out on a Friday night after work. I really dropped lucky on the weather. Most of my wild camps tend to be very cold or wet or windy. But look at it! Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at that view. Looking down, I think that's Hillside. Alright, let me spin you around. And just get on the side of these trees. There you go. I think that's Hillside with Bamford Edge on the right hand side and Win Hill. Is that centre shot now? Win Hill centre shot. Yes, the obligatory look at my boots shot, but the more observant amongst you may realise I've got some new boots. More about them in a bit. Right. Birdsong. Oh, hold it. Yeah, let's get away from the cars. So it's not a very long walk in tonight. I've got potentially the choice of two spots. Completely new. I think I've only ever been up here once, and that was when I was probably a late teenager with a school friend. Came up here looking in search of buried treasure that was in a book. We didn't find it. Yeah, so I thought I'd come somewhere a little different, a little new. Everybody's going up Kinder or Pat's Place, and a couple of my YouTube circle of friends have been up here. One very recently, and another, well, that was Sarah B. She was up here last week, and Mick Twiggy's Escapes, I think, is it? Another Sheffield YouTuber. Big up the Sheffield YouTube massive. We really ought to get together one time, share a few beers, tell some tall tales. That includes you, Mesner, and even if you're watching Mr. Patrick Dickinson. Oh, that would be a night out. But I digress. Yeah, so both Mick and Sarah have been up here. Mick's been up here last year, I think it was, and Sarah was up at one of the spots just either last week or the week before, christening a new tent. Congratulations. Durston. I don't know, all them subs you've got and all that watch time. Now that you're monetised, you must be raking it in to afford one of them. I mean, mortals like me, with almost 1100 subs, and not much watch time because I'm not a serious YouTuber. Yeah, we just have to make do what we can afford. So you'll see what we're in tonight. It's something that you won't have seen for a while. Right, I'm going to stop jabbering, otherwise I'll be accused of being a rattle can. See you shortly. Oh, look at the colours, look at the light. You know, it'd be absolutely gorgeous if it weren't for the woman down there screaming for a dog that she's obviously let off the lead. It's obviously done a runner chasing something or sniffing something out. Well, right. Leave it, I'll get it, mate.
Alright, wait for your pals.
Oh, okay. There's a cuckoo over there. I can hear it in the blowing on the wind. I believe that's White Edge over there. Quite a lot of folks on the rocks up the top there, and I'm just heading over here. And finally, a bit of peace and quiet. Yeah, with it being Friday night, it's going to be a little bit on the busy side, so I'm going to hang around for a bit. So tonight I'm rocking the Osprey Exos 48. And I'm travelling a little bit heavier than I normally would be. Crikey, we're here already. Right. I didn't realise it was this close to the path and this open. I'll spin you round. So this is a stone circle. Yeah, it's a little bit too near the path. It's quite open at the minute because all the bracken's down, obviously. It's still brown after the winter. Looks like it's just starting to sprout back up, but yeah, it's a little bit bare-arsed here, and I'm literally 20 yards from the path. So I think we'll have to write this one off for the time being. The other thing is the ground doesn't look particularly flat here, so let's try somewhere else, shall we? I've got plenty of time, plenty of daylight, and like I said, it's quite busy up here. We've been a Friday night, so I don't want to be settling down too early. I can always come back there, if needs be. Let's push on. So look at these bad boys. View. The views are here, folks. The views. Right, let's see if I can do this. There we go. That's with the 12 times digital mag. Okay, that sandstone coloured building centre shot is Chatsworth House, so you can see right down the valley there. River Derwent in the bottom. There's a couple behind me on the edge up there. Enjoying a bit of quiet time together. I'm not gonna spoil that for them. So let's mosey on up here, shall we? Still quite a lot of people out, but then again, 7:25, so it's still quite early-ish. Problem I've got now is I'm walking with me back to the sun, so I'm going to have difficulty in filming. Let's try that side. I can see some trees just up there. It might offer me a little bit of concealment from the masses. The other thing is I need to find somewhere soon, as it's starting to get to the time where I need to eat, and you all know I like to eat. Right, I'll see you later. Right, I think I found it. A lovely little spot. I'm just on a bit of elevation. Tracks down there. You can just about see, if somebody is coming down there, they'll be able to see me. But obviously as the night draws on, there'll be fewer and fewer folks coming. So what I'm going to do now is get the pack off and basically have a sit down and maybe even crack a beer, because it is far too nice a night not to. Oh wow, just wow. And I should have a banging signal on the 5G, because I'm line of sight about a mile away, maybe 2, from Sir William Hill transmitter, literally straight across the valley from me. Lovely job. Right, let's get on it. Hey, look at this. I'm controlling the camera from my watch. First time I've done that. Anyway, what a lovely evening. Still got about an hour of daylight left. Giving the old 4 fingers up against the horizon. So as soon as I've got up here, found a rather nice spot to camp. I'm going to treat myself to one of these. Regulars to the channel will know this has become my signature tipple while I've been out and about. Certainly wild camping anyway. It's a Vocation Naughty and Nice chocolate stout. A respectable 5.9%. I've just brought the 2, so I shall have one now that I'm here. Enjoy this lovely evening. I can't believe how warm it is. I brought me down jacket. I brought me my Buzz Lightyear hoodie with me. It's your fault, that, Sarah. Got me calling my Rab hoodie a Buzz Lightyear top now. And yeah, so cheers. Let's take the top off. Ooh, chocolatey. Good old. I don't know whether the phone microphone is picking it up, but it sounds like a skylark or something over there. Oh, I've missed this. You know, I can't honestly remember the last time I did a wild camp and the weather was actually nice. So yeah, a few bits of kit that haven't seen the light of day for a while. This being one of them. This hasn't been out since my bike adventure over that away. When I went on the Tissington Trail there. Stayed over at Herdlow. As I say, I've got some new boots. These are the Solomon and these are the Quest 4D. Very comfortable. I was going to go for some Scarpas, but I tried these on and A-B'd them with one of the Scarpas. Can't remember which one it was. The Trek. That's it. And these have just got a little bit more room around the toe box so I can wiggle my toes. And they just felt better. I put one on my left foot, one on my right. Like, you know, split the pairs. I went up the little ramp and go outdoors and come down the other side, and that was it. Went with these. About the same price. So I didn't, you know. I went with the intention of getting the Scarpas and came away with these. And 2 trips in. Can't say I've made a bad decision so far. Time will tell. Right, I'm just going to sit here, enjoy this tin of stout, and take this all in. Lovely jubbly. Right, ladies and gentlemen, while my gram sheet's just blowing away, let me introduce you to my Lanshan 1. This thing's not seen the light of day for quite some time. So with it being a lovely evening, I thought we'd bring it out and give it an airing. It's only ever been used once in anger before, and that was in the Yorkshire Dales with Mike Ginger Bushcraft. Hi Mike, hope you're well. It's been too long. And so yeah, we're gonna, can't see because the sun's in my eyes, can you see that? Where is it? Yeah, the ground cloth's blown away because I haven't got around to putting any pegging points in it yet, but once the tent's on it, it'll be fine. So yeah, let's get this thing put up. I'm not going to film it. You've all seen a Lanshan 1 go up before, and obviously it doesn't go up that often, so it may take me some time. See you in a bit. Well, that didn't take me long. Let's spin you around. There we go. One Lanshan. It's not my favourite shelter, and I think at some point it is going to get replaced, but for a night like tonight, when all you need is really something to keep the bugs off you, it's going to do just nicely. Obviously that's going to be my head end. pulling that out a little bit. So yeah, probably about 20 minutes now before sunset, so I'll get you out of the sun. Still only in this thin rab top as well. Just starting to feel the breeze cool down a little bit. But, yeah, really like this. Let's just hope I don't have any visitors. I spoke too soon. Never mind. No, that wasn't. I don't have any visitors. Still folks coming up on the track though. Oh well. Let's get some scoff on, shall we? Right, sun's about to go down. Oh, sugar. That reminds me. Need to get the time lapse going. Right. So beds up, pillars up. I'll show you those in a bit. But what I want you to show, or what I wanted to show you, if I can get my bloody words out, is what I'm cooking on tonight. Take a butcher's at this. Yes, I'm going old school. I'm on a Trangia. The reason for that is because this meal that I've got here won't fit in my titanium pot. So I'm going to do a proper bit of reheating of food. Again, I don't know what's in that pouch. It's a bit of a lucky dip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the time lapse going to the sunset. And then I'm going to sit here and cook my food watching the sunset. Right. I'll be back shortly when I've done setting things up. Right, folks. Well, I'm having to do the hyperlapse or the sunset on my phone. So at the minute I'm just about to start cooking, but this is the grand reveal, and I don't know how I'm going to do this because I kind of need one hand to open the well, at least two hands to open the bag and one hand to hold the camera, but we'll see how we go. Let's see what it looks like over here. Can you see me? We still going? Yep. Right, this is the grand reveal. Don't know what this is. I haven't got a clue. Nearly had me out with the bloody blade then. Right, and it is, as I suspected, beef madras. Luckily, I've got some naan breads. So now that the stove's bloomed, we'll get this in the pot and get it heated up. How's about that? Now this has probably been in the freezer for a good 6 months, if not longer. So it turns out to be rubbish. I have got a dehydrated meal in my rucksack. There we go. Obviously the naan bread is going to help both mop up the juice there we go. Yeah, it's going to help mop up the juice. Can we see it? Yeah, we can. Yeah, it's going to help mop up the juice of naan bread and do all that. So let's get that on. Shot of the camera, capturing the sunset, and what a lovely sunset it is. Right, my food's starting to burn a bit, so I'm going to take it off and give it a stir, and maybe I'll put the simmer ring on. Here we go. One other thing I brought with me is the flex tail little gadget. That's supposed to be a mozzie repellent. Right. The problem I've got with this GoPro is I can't actually see what I'm filming. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll put the simmering on, shall we? Let's get the simmering on. There we go, simmering on. Yeah, so this beef madras was made with the leftovers of one of our Sunday joints, and basically a jar of made sauce, so it's not exactly cut from fresh, but if memory serves, the meat was very nice. It's cut into some rather large chunks, so it should be rather filling, and obviously there's a packet of Asda's pilau rice in there. Right, I'm hoping this battery's going to last in the GoPro, because I haven't got a spare. I don't know what I've done with them. They're in a little bag somewhere, and I can't remember what I've done with them. But I've got my USB charger with me, so I can stick some more juice in it if needs be. Right, I'm going to sit here, cook my food, and enjoy the evening. Yeah, the sun's going down, or gone down now. Back filming on the phone camera, and you can feel the temperature starting to drop, which is why I've got the Buzz Lightyear top on. I close the vents on my trousers, and obviously I've got my beanie on. So while I sit here and stir my curry, I'm just gonna enjoy the evening. There's quite a few folks still about as well, a few runners, people out on the edge just larking about. Excellent. So I just added a bit of water to this just to make the
make the mix a bit wetter so it doesn't stick and what have you. And obviously the any steam will help heat the meat up. Right, the scarf is ready, so let's crack on and tuck in. Right, here we go. Beef madras. That's rather warm. Obviously now bread for the dipping and the mopping up. Right, I'm going to get stuck into this. You don't need me, or you don't need to watch me do that, do you? No, you don't. Right, see you in a bit. Well, sorry, I've got beef madras in my teeth. Still munching. Look at it, 9:05, and it's still light enough to see unaided. And obviously with the cameras picking me up just fine. Did you hear that? I don't know how old they are, but a mixed bunch of people have been coming up and down the track here out of sight and making a load of noise, shouting and hollering and carrying on. Oh well, I guess I was like that when I was that age. Grumpy old man time. Stretch my legs out. Oh, I'm glad I brought this chair. Really glad I brought this chair. It means I can sit supported and not have to worry about hurting my back, which has been grieving me somewhat lately. Oh, and the other thing is, one of my friends has tipped me off that we might be seeing the Northern Lights tonight, so that'll be good. I've never seen them. If I can see the Northern Lights, that would be ace. Right, I'm going to carry on eating. Might have to put the duvet on in a bit because, as I said, the temperature is still dropping and the wind's picking up a little more. Oh, yeah, it's coming that way, so I've got my tent pitched just right. Okay, I'll see you soon. Don't know whether you can see me. It's not fully dark yet, but almost. I've got some neighbours just over there, probably 200-300 yards away, right on the edge, pitched up. I've seen the light. They're not using much light discipline. So I spoke to Jackie, and she's back at home, quite happy now, all buttoned up. She'll probably be having a posh coffee now with a Tia Maria, squirty cream and whatnot. Myself, I've got the Trangia kettle on. I'm boiling some water for some hot chocolate, and obviously it would be remiss of me not to give it a little bit of a kick with some rum. So that's what we're doing at the minute, just waiting for the trangia to boil, and then I'll be having hot chocolate, and I shall probably then be turning in, because the wind's got a bit of a bite to it now. I'm kind of sat up against the tent, and the wind is now coming slightly, well, it's pretty much end on, so I've got my back to the vestibule, and I'm like just taking a bit of shelter from the vestibule. Obviously once I get inside the tent, I'll put a bit of light on, but I don't want to spoil the thing at the minute. You can just about see me, I think. Okay, we'll leave it there for now. I'll bring you back when I'm back inside the tent. Right, everyone, let's see if we can get a bit of light on the subject. There we go. Right, as you can see, I'm in my tent, and I'm immediately reminded why I don't use this tent so much. It's quite claustrophobic. I don't suffer from claustrophobia, but I'm guessing if somebody did, they'd not be having a very nice time here right now. I mean, you can see the mesh is touching my head. It's also touching my feet, so it's not very long. I thought the helm was small when I first got that, but good grief. But it's going to keep me dry. It's going to keep the wind off me tonight. And I'm up early in the morning, so it doesn't have to be for too long. So I've had my hot chocolate, and let's see if I can. Hang on. Yeah, I've had my hot chocolate, and I might just have another nip of rum before I go on. If I've not had the other can of stout yet, I just didn't feel like it, which is unusual for me. But I think that happened when I was up at Pat's place. I took two, or I took several. It might have been when I was up at Fairbrook Naze. I know I took two and ended up bringing back one. But yeah. So if it weren't for that breeze, it'd be a rather nice night. But now I'm in here. I'm not even in the sleeping bag yet, and I'm warm enough. I've put my buff on because the sleeping bag doesn't have a hood, so I'll probably put my hoodie up as well. Keep my head warm. I don't think there'll be any need for me down booties either tonight. It really is mild. Okay, so we'll leave it there for now, and we'll see you in the morning. So have a good night, everyone. Sleep tight. So that's the neighbours. Doesn't look like they're up yet. Oh, we've got an inversion. Look at that. Right, the sun isn't up over the ridge yet, so it's still quite nippy. Oh, what can I say about last night? Not the best night's sleep, to be fair. Then again, it is a while since I've slept on my back in a tent. and I have been having some trouble with my lower back recently. I've got a bit of a problem with my sacrum. That's the bone at the base of your spine. That's part of the it forms part of the pelvis with two of the bones. And what can happen is the joint with the two other bones, which I believe are the iliacs, that can become inflamed, and it hurts like a bitch. And basically that's what's been going on with me. So that basically means is I get up in the morning and I can't move. But as early as it is, I can still see people up on White Edge. Wow. People are already out on White Edge. And I think I can almost make out some deer. Yep. Yeah, I've seen deer. Just below White Edge. You'll not see it on the camera. I can't. There's no way I can try and zoom in and get that. Or maybe let's see if we can. Just there, centre shot. I think that's a couple of deer. They are moving. What a wonderful sight, first thing in the morning. Right, I think it's time to get a brew on. I know why. I didn't sleep too well. I didn't take my meds last night. Yeah, didn't take my CBD. So that's something I need to do now then. Obviously I need to take my morning meds. The joys of getting old, eh? Pills in the morning, pills at night. Well, at least I'm not like my wife. Lucky in that respect. You must have half a dozen different pills to take you in different parts of the day. Right, I need to be careful. Because my back's complaining. Right, I'm going to get my coat on. It's still a bit nippy. And let's get a brew on. Catch you in a bit. Right, so the sleep system for last night was the Aegis Max Nano, and very warm it was too. I've got a Trichology Airluft Deluxe pillow, and obviously the Trichology UL80 with a foil blanket underneath. I always put that foil blanket underneath just to give the mattress a bit of protection if anything comes through the ground sheet. Mind you, I do have a floor cloth as well, made up of an army kip sheet, so belt and braces. But I must say, I didn't even need me down booties last night. A sleeping bag is perfect for this time of year. There we go, folks, look at that. Bit of a herd. And I believe that's Higator on the skyline. Or maybe, yeah, it's Higator. Oh, the camera's still, you fool. Off they go. They've seen me. How special's that? Oh man. I've not even got the brew on yet. Oh dear. And there's some folks out walking a dog already. I don't know whether you can see it behind me, but the sun is just clearing or creeping up, and it's coming. Obviously, the shadow of the valley is coming down that way. I can't see the sun on this side yet, but it is up. Oh, there's even more deer now. I can see deer up on the ridge over there. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, oh man. Oh, right. Come on, I need a cup of tea, Andy. Get your skates on. And here we have a silkworm dangling from the tree above me. Look at that. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. There we go. Look, wiggly wiggly. Yeah, the downside of having a tent which is bright yellow is it attracts all manner of little beasties. Finally got the brew going. And it looks like the sun's just about to poke over the ridge. Say hello to the sun, everybody. Just there. Should start warming up a bit now. Oh, I really have dropped lucky, haven't I? The one downside of using the transit system and spirit stoves in general is that they take a lot longer than gas. Luckily, I'm not in any immediate hurry, but I would like to get off the hill no later than 7:30. Like I said, it's probably about, I don't know, an half-hour walk back to the car from here. And then another half-hour back home. Oh, just getting reconnected like this. It's fantastic. So I can see the neighbours down there. They've been up for about 10 minutes. Cheers, everybody. And that's immediately fogged me up. But whilst I've been waiting for the transit to boil, obviously I've been doing my admin. So see there, the green and black bag is a sleeping bag. The smaller bag to the right of it is the pillow, and next to it is the UL80. was about to say, that's a nice cup of tea. But it's not. It's a cup of tea. That's used dried milk. I was thinking about bringing fresh milk, but I thought with the warm weather it might, you know, it might easily turn. So powdered milk it is. I don't even know if it's dairy whitener. It was the only one I could get yesterday at the Asda. Right. I'm just going to sit here, maybe have a breakfast bar, drink my tea, soak in these views, which are pretty good. See what I mean about the beasties? There's quite a few flies kicking around now, and this tent seems to be drawing them like a bloody magnet. Right, so I'm on brew number 2. This will be the last one for this trip. Oh. As you can see, it's now warm enough that I can sit out here without the duvet jacket on. I've still got my hat on mine. Basically because my hair will be a mess. And it'll be a bad hair day. Obviously, rucksack's filling up over there. If I've not mentioned it before, the Osprey Exos 48. Lovely pack. Perfect for these kind of trips. It's not what you consider to be an ultralight pack by any means. But to be fair, I'd sooner have the comfort. Put it on and you don't know you're wearing it. That's what I like about the Osprey systems. They really are comfortable. So what do you think to my my setup then? Using I won't say budget gear, but the cheaper end of the scale, shall we say. The Trekology UL80, I know it gets a bad rap. Lots of folks complain about them going down overnight. One thing I have noticed, you've got to be really careful about seating that valve. You've got to make sure that valve is absolutely buttoned down. I think that's probably where most people are coming unstuck. I might be wrong, but that's just my experience of it. I've used it half a dozen times now, over a good couple of years. Now I've had it, and touch wood, it's not let me down. Same with the pillow, the Trekology pillow, nothing wrong with that. And then that sleeping bag, for what that cost me, you've seen how small it packs down. I was thinking about getting like an intermediate bag, a bag between the Nano and my big Alp Kit Sky Eye 900. And to be honest, I don't really need one. If it's a little bit on the cold side, I'll use the Big Agnes mat, and I'll put that OEX liner inside it, and that makes it warmer. A couple of degrees. So I think I've had that sleeping bag down to about probably 5 or 6 degrees. With the liner, I could probably take it down approaching 0. I know there are folks out there without a liner, just using a merino base layer, and they've been comfortable at freezing point. But I'd sooner err on the side of caution and be warm. But certainly with that liner, that'll take me down to freezing. And generally, if I know it's going to be going down to freezing, I'll just take the Sky Eye anyway. It is a lot bigger, but it's so warm, that bag. Really is warm. Well, I'm just sat here with my brew, letting the Trangia burn out. And it's a glorious morning, absolutely glorious. Look at it. No, not that way. The sun. You've heard me witter on about it before, but this is certainly a green and pleasant land. It might not have got the altitude and the ruggedness of somewhere like the Lake District or Scotland in the Highlands, but it's just gorgeous in its own way. And the icing on the cake this morning was seeing those deers. That was pretty special. They're still kicking around up there somewhere. They tend to move around in the area between Frogatt Edge, White Edge, and the more behind White Edge. Yeah, they move around quite a bit. Obviously getting spooked by walkers and people and whatnot. Right, I'm going to finish my tea. Then I might set a hyperlapse going on, the time lapse going on the GoPro, and video the takedown of the tent, because I'm starting to attract rather a lot of insects. Okay. I might even put some silly music on it, like I have before.
Right, just been chatting with the neighbours, and there must have been, well, how many can I see? I can see 3 tents now, and I think one's been dropped already, so yeah, there's about half a dozen of them there. And I missed the Northern Lights, as it would happen. But it didn't happen until gone midnight, so I was well away. Oh well. Right, so I don't think there's much more to see on the way back that you haven't seen already anyway. So I think I'll wrap it up here. Yeah. Well, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. This one has been a long time coming for a number of reasons. You know, myself and Jackie, my wife, we're not spring chickens anymore, and sometimes it's a bit of a struggle. I'm still not shaking this this back problem that I picked up while I was DIYing over Easter, and I don't like leaving Jackie when she's not feeling too great. It's not fair, really, is it? So I have to take my opportunities when they present themselves. So, thanks for watching again. If you're not a subscriber already, then please consider subscribing. It does help me. It does give me encouragement to come out and make more content for you. I'm just shy of 1100 subscribers now, so the more the merrier, as they say. I don't think I'll ever get to the point where the channel is eligible to be monetized, because I just don't get the watch hours, but every little helps. Click that like button. Don't be afraid to leave me a comment. I will get back to you. Most of the time I'm fairly prompt in my replies. I do enjoy it, and I do get a bit disheartened when I put a video out and it doesn't attract much attention in, by the way, comments. So, you know, give this old boy a bit of a lift. Right, I'm going to put the camera away now, make my way back to the car. I've really enjoyed this one, as you can probably tell. So until the next one, stay safe and leave no trace. This is Andy Rag signing out.